6 months. Now it's been a year and a half.
Yeah.
I guess what is different now than, say, going into last year?
Well, there's a lot of things different. I think one, just me being familiar with everything that goes on from an operational standpoint with the university, operational standpoint on how we travel and how we do things as a program. So going into that first year, you're going in wide open. You don't know anything. You just kind of you just winging it pretty much. But now that we got a group together that's been together for a year, and we're returning some guys that played a lot of minutes for us last year, I think make me feel a lot more comfortable as a head coach, knowing what locker room to go into in certain buildings. So just being familiar with how everything works just helps you sleep at night.
I was going to say one thing that Frankie said was this is his favorite team that he's played on since he's in his 3 years here.
Yeah.
I guess, do you feel like that's just kind of the familiarity or the guys he's around, or why do you feel like that would be?
I would think it's a little bit of both because I think we have all the pieces that we need to make a complete team. I think that's why he would say that. Then he's more comfortable in the role that he's having also. So we want him to be that way too. From a leadership standpoint, we want him to be comfortable. But I think just having a complete team around him makes him feel comfortable.
Now that you've pinned down all the operations and logistics, what does that allow you to do that you weren't able to do last year, and how have you taken advantage of that?
Well, to coach a little bit more, spend more time with our guys, and not operate more as a head figure from a functional standpoint. Now we can really watch film together, spend more time on the court. All those things make a big difference in those guys' confidence, and that's what it's all about, really making those guys feel good when game time comes.
What's the buy-in been from the team?
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable from day one, though. To be honest with you, I don't know if you guys remember, and I hate to think about it. When we lost 9 games in a row last year, like those guys never wavered at all. I mean, they came back to practice every single day, and you couldn't tell if they won a game or lost a game. So the buy-in has been there. Now we added, 4 new pieces, some guys that's going to help us. And those older guys kind of just brought those guys along. I think taking that foreign trip this year to Costa Rica made a huge difference in the chemistry with our group. So we're excited. We're excited to get going.
From your year one, what do you feel like you learned the most about?
About our team, about the program.
The league, your team, just coaching, this conference, that kind of stuff.
I think with the league, we figured out it's a lot more physical than we thought it was going to be coming into it, especially from an interior standpoint. We knew it was good coaches. We knew that they had good teams with good shooters. I didn't realize how physical it was going to be from an interior post player per se, but hopefully we make some adjustments and address those issues going into year 2.
Coach, you got some exciting returners back, big name guys coming in as well. What are you most excited for this season?
Just to see the growth of a program, and see the growth of certain guys that was here last year, mainly Frankie and Markel. See those guys, even Frankie had been around, he's a veteran, but Markel had no idea last year. And a lot of those guys the same way. They hadn't played Division I basketball before, so they just didn't know what to expect. And I think now that they've been through it for a year, you can just see it. They're more comfortable. That's about it, really. Yeah.
Under a week away from actually getting out there and playing against another team, what are you looking to get out of it? And are you excited to kind of get out there and have the guys not just play each other in practice? Well,
they've been tired of beating up on each other. I know that, but luckily we had a chance to have some close scrimmages and had a chance to play against some other people. But we opened up with Doan on Monday, and Doan will be a really good team. Coach McKeithy will bring his guys in. They'll be ready to compete. And again, this will be the first time we get to play under the lights with some fans in the stands. So as a head coach, you just want to make sure they go out there and not be nervous and give it the best shot.
You bring back like 7 or 8 guys who were kind of rotational guys last year,
Mm-hmm.
and you're adding more pieces to it. I guess the first few games are you just gonna, I guess, what's your rotation kind of look like, or are you just gonna play a lot of guys?
That's a good question because we hadn't figured it out yet. It's based on our rotation. Yeah, we have a starting 5 because the rules say you got to put 5 guys out there. But we don't know all that what that is right now. So we're excited to see as a staff. Guys are working hard. It's average 7 to 8 guys that probably could start right now.